Late night stream indeed. I've decided against better judgment to be a little bit more irresponsible today. um, I have work tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. I figure I can realistically go to bed at like 2 a.m. and still get 6 hours of sleep. And I only work a 4 hour shift. So, like, realistically, anything over like 4 hours is gonna be like perfect. So I think we'll survive. Baby is sleeping for now. Wife is home. She's in bed watching Bonanza. So should a baby issue arise, I do believe we are covered there as well. So we should be able to get a good amount of encounters done today, maybe even up to and including finding the shiny. Also, because it's like nighttime, I can have all the lights off in the house, have my cool backdrop, the glowy lights going, have my face lit up, everything. You know, it's just a perfect stream. I can nap after work. You're right, easy peasy. That is the spirit of tonight's stream. I can sleep when I'm dead. It's fine. It's like I got soda, we got air conditioning, we're good. Adamir, that's the attitude we want. Why would I nap after 4 hours of work when I can just stream again for more content? Sleep's overrated. I mean, ideally, we'll find it within a couple of encounters. I doubt it, but, you know, ideally we would. And then I would spend like 5 minutes editing my stream, and then we would go straight into Giratina, wherever that's at. I think it's underneath Bicycle Road or something in this game. I don't remember. But yeah, if we find it early enough in today's stream, we'll move straight into Giratina. Get the show on the road, as it were. Or under the road. You tried? Why'd I have to stream right now? Because I had the time available, I guess. I don't know. Also, I have something really cool to show you guys. So, because I want that Ageto Celebi, I have Japanese Pokemon Coliseum. I get to modify my GameCube and or get a new GameCube to play it, but this thing, I had no idea Japanese GameCube cases were like this. But that's not the cool part. I thought I was just, you know, buying Pokemon Coliseum and the bonus disc, which comes in its own happy little case. You know, that's actually really cool. Looks like it holds a Master Ball, so like, heck yeah for that. That's gonna come in really handy. But those guys sent me almost a complete inbox version. Like, it's got the guide right there. It's got a memory card come with it. Hopefully I'll get lucky and there's a complete save file on it. That would be legit. But we were talking about this last stream. It's got some e-reader cards for some extra content in the game. So I will be getting an e-reader to check that out. But yeah, it looks like they come with some extra Pokemon. I think these two might be extra shadow Pokemon, like a Steelix and a Trophius, that were obtainable only in that copy of the game. Maybe. Because they have one, if you guys can see closely, they have one grayed out, and I feel like that's because that's a shadow Pokemon. But really, really cool. I can't wait to try it out. So naturally I have to get that going. Not only that, but one of them I just noticed has been used, but they still have like the Pokemon Coliseum sticker to go on the memory card. So, like, really cool. Like, I cannot complain one bit with this purchase. So, I had to brag about that. Now, the Japanese copy of Emerald, on the other hand, that I ordered, turns out I probably got scammed for $100 on that one, but fret not. eBay will be happy to help reimburse it to me when the shipping time runs out, because apparently I got looking at this person's feedback, and over the last 2 months it's been almost nothing but negative, but they've sold so much stuff that they still had like an 84% positive feedback, and it was like 4,000 orders worth. So I didn't think anything of it until I really got looking at the feedback, like, why haven't they shipped this item out? Turns out they've been shipping everybody wrong items, they've been not shipping at all, things have been getting lost, it's just craziness. So I may not be getting that copy of Pokemon Emerald in Japanese, so we'll see what happens there. I will get a refund at the very least, because, like, it's very clear they have not sent the item. Hey, Kingsguard, you have a great night. Yes, it is a very late night stream, so I understand. Lightning Gold is on Violet Farming Terror Raid for 6 IV Ditto. Oh. Hey, best of luck getting a legitimate 6 IV Ditto. Like, best of luck. O-K-E-M-O-N. Pokemon. You have 2 Masuda Dittos from the event that I did? Oh, gotcha. Yes, first Ditto 6-star raids. Gotta hope that they know that, yeah. I have given away 6 IV Japanese Dittos before on the channel. I am not opposed to doing it again, though I don't think they would get the same 30,000 view reception, but good gosh, that was a great video. I think it's actually my most viewed video on this channel. Oh, I did start before 11. 10-2. Cool. Beta Crest, welcome. You're on the Azure Flute for Spirit Pillar Arceus. I don't intend to use this Darkrai for battling purposes, so I don't much care what its nature will be or stats even. I just care that it sparkles and has genetic mutations, I guess, because I'm not a competitive battler, but I love that idea of being able to control its nature. Hello, hello. Oh shoot, yeah, I forgot I'm supposed to be participating in Go Fest tomorrow. I hope I find a shiny tonight then, because I want to finish up shiny hunting this weekend. I'm actually hunting on 2 of my main games right now. 2 of them are alts, of course. The top left, bottom right are my mains. The bottom left, top right are the alts. But I don't know, I think for the most part I would keep it in its game. I don't see the need to move it to home, but I might. What is a gotcha? Is that like the Pokeball Plus Plus or Pokeball Plus? Oh, yeah. Just not the Pokemon brand? This one wouldn't work? Oh, okay. Oh, gotchas are auto. They do it for you. Yeah, I'm gonna say, like, I don't find this to be very useful at all. Like, I bought it to test it out, see what I thought. Like, the fact that you have to interact with it is just absurd. It's like, woo, I could pull this out and press a button. Or I could just pull out my freaking phone and see what's going on. And then I have to figure out what Pokemon I caught while I wasn't paying attention and just pushing buttons. Founder Plot, yo, what's up? Okay, Founder. Because your name's been changed on Discord for so long, I legitimately forgot what that name meant, and it took me forever to associate again what your name actually was. I mean, I know your name in Discord is still Founder Plot, but like, I don't know why, but I was disassociating hard. It's like, I know that name. That name is very, very, very familiar. Founder Plot is a fish. It shall be fun. Easy Peasy has joined the coin collection. Thank you, Easy Peasy. Wait, 2? Easy Peasy 2? What? Oh, that was a Twitch deal. Well, thank you so much. I was looking at your YouTube name while seeing that, and I was like, what is going on? Also, why did Hestiu make no sound? This demands investigating. Oh, he did. He's just very, very quiet. Fair enough. Carry on. Hestia was on break. Oh, that's great. I love that. Not to mention, it's just a nice, quick saying, and, like, very, very catchy. Like, as far as naming conventions go, pretty awesome. Also, for those that may or may not be curious, this month we have had a total of 963 subscribers increase. So we have like 6 days left in the month. Very, very easily doable to hit 1,000 this month, which would put us close to 18K. So that's really cool. We're growing at about 1,000 a month. Some months you win, some months not as much, but Either way, growth in the upward direction is always good. Also, I'm going to be mildly disappointed if I don't encounter the shiny tonight on a late night stream. Given my propensity to shiny hunt and be irresponsible, if I don't find it tonight, there is a very good chance I will stay up way too late, just going just one more hour, just one more encounter. It may be. I know several people have said the Discord link is invalid and not working, but it totally does. Like, for some reason, I can copy the exact same link and paste it, and it will work every single time. Oh dear, oh dear. I only hope that this purple Darkrai is going to stand out against that background pretty easily. Oh, it does? Good to know. Oh, yawn. You got yours at night, and it's so noticeable. Awesome. That I love hearing. That's some reassurance right there. Reggie Ice was not so noticeable. No, it was not. No, not at all. Not even a little bit. Like, I only noticed it because I heard the sounds. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I can't see the difference between the two shades of blue, so it did not stand out for me. Like, truth be told, I shiny hunted Registeel so long that even though the colors were vastly different, I still barely noticed it. Oh yeah, I definitely did. Yeah, so far the only legendaries I've hunted in Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl are ones that are native to that game. You hunted all of the legendaries in Pearl because you skipped out on Sword Shield? That's unfortunate, but hey. Also, you got all the legendaries from BDSP. That's awesome. Yes, actually I do. And that is because prior to switching over to Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, none of my hunts took over 4,500 encounters, and in Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, half of my encounters now have taken over 5,000. 3 out of my 5 have taken over 5,000 encounters, and I'm not here for it. Oh yeah, like Sword and Shield frickin' loved me. I mean, this is my spreadsheet right here. Oh, heavens, yes. Yes, absolutely. Reset times in Sword Shield were amazing compared to this. But nowhere near as good as Gen 3. Oh my gosh, I love how fast Gen 3 booted up. Well, Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. Fire Red Leaf Green can go jump in a lake. Well, easy peasy, except for Brilliant Diamond, or Diamond and Pearl themselves. Diamond and Pearl, their boot times were also pretty terrible. It's my favorite shiny that I've hunted thus far, kind of. Like, realistically, Regigigas is. It has a special place in my heart. But I have to give some love to Cresselia for being a roaming shiny encounter, and it only taking 16 encounters. Still took like 2 hours to find, but at least it was kind. Yep. There it is right there. 16 encounters. Love it. Right next to Palkia and above Spriggs. Love that encounter rate. That was beautiful. I wish some of that luck would trickle over into Darkrai right about now, but honestly, that Cresselia hunt was just the universe's redemption for how bad Shaman was. R1 Valobster? Wow, that was a struggle for me to say. Welcome. Hello. R1 Valobster. Kerboy, welcome! Brain luck, got the spirit fingers and everything. I have Dr. Pepper with some coconut cream and raspberry flavoring in it. Very delicious. Ooh, that's not safe. With a random shiny Koraidon bot. Yeah, that's definitely not safe to have in your game at all. Dr. Pepper's like my go-to. Good morning, Dolphinazi. Coca-Cola and Pepsi are disgusting? Oh no, that's kind of sad. If I am not drinking Dr. Pepper, my preference is Pepsi in a can, followed by Mountain Dew, then root beer. Hey, Brandon, welcome. Thanks for the luck, Dolphinazi. We definitely need it. Mexican squirt is where it is. Dr. Pepper is your favorite too? Epic. Something about that 23 flavors, then adding a 24th and 25th just makes it all come together. Mexican Sprite. I've had Mexican Coca-Cola. That's about it. One thing that's really interesting though, I don't know if it's great or not, but like Japanese sodas, Ramen, those are interesting, or Ramune. The marble sodas. That just blows my mind how it carbonates like that. We have a stream full of soda connoisseurs of the finest caliber. I used to not like Dr. Pepper, and then I lived in Texas for a few years, and that was the water down there, so I became very in love with Dr. Pepper. Despite Dr. Pepper being the soda of choice down there, everything is a Coke. A lychee flavor? Ooh, that sounds intriguing. Yeah, like being from Idaho, I got thrown off my game so many times by people just asking, "Hey, do you want a Coke?" "Sure, I'll take a Coke." "What flavor?" Not Coke Zero." It's like, Coke has flavors? What are you talking about? so we don't think about it. Lightning Gold, you are from Texas? I should have gathered that by the exclamation of Texas! I love strawberry and cream Dr. Pepper. Considering that this is basically Dr. and Pepper that's raspberry creamified, yeah. Okay, okay. South Texas. Awesome. Now, is that Southwest Texas or Southeast Texas? Or, like... What's the nearest big city to where you're at? Is it Midland, Odessa, or more San Antonio? Richie, I don't think there's dairy in the strawberry and cream Dr. Pepper, but I can't be quoted on that because I've honestly never looked at the label before. But I can't imagine they are using actual dairy. I just don't feel like that would can well or carbonate well. Then again, carbonated root beer milk is like the bomb. It is extremely weird an idea to think about, but yeah, it's interesting. Yeah. I think in mine, in particular, what they use is coffee creamer, the one that has the ridiculous room temperature shelf life after it's been opened, so not the refrigerated one. I don't know what's in that. I probably should know what's in it, but I don't. Pretty much like a few miles from the border, straight south. Okay. Okay. Oh, what's down there? I never had the misfortune of having to go that far south. Pecos? I feel like that's where Pecos, Texas is? Oh, Kingsville. Okay, okay. Yeah, you're over by McAllen. Yeah, I never ventured that way. Let's see. If you take from Wichita Falls and draw a line down to like Fredericksburg and then over to the like the arm of Texas onto the west side, towards Big Bend National Park. I trolled around in that area for a while. I was up in Amarillo and Lubbock. Oh, Pecos was way off. I'm looking at a map right now because I was extremely curious. Spent some time in Sweetwater, in Abilene, San Angelo, Lubbock. Amarillo, Midland, Odessa. Spent some time in Big Spring briefly. Briefly visited Clovis. I've spent some time in El Paso. That was a good time. It just felt like Mexico. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, it basically is. Also, fun story about El Paso. So, me and my friends decided to visit El Paso, right? And my brother is just terrified of leaving the state of Idaho. But, like, really terrified of the idea of leaving the country just because other countries' laws aren't as clear and set as ours, and you don't exactly get treated the best as a foreigner, right? So, we go to El Paso, and my brother's like, you better not cross that border. You cross that border, there's no way they're gonna let you back over. Like, you never know. It's not worth the risk, you know? So, naturally, I'm like 21, 20 years old at the time. What do? Well, of course, we had to go across the border and, you know, just say we've been to Mexico, you know? 21, 20 years old. We're leaving the country. We've been out of the country officially. Cool deal. So, we picked the one spot in Mexico, like, that you don't want to cross the border into. We crossed the border into Juarez, Mexico. Like, not a good idea. We drove across the border. Granted, like, this was super sketch already. None of us had, well, I had my passport because I was prepared for it. My two friends forgot their passport, but we all had our Idaho driver's licenses. So we go across the border. We spend like a total of 7 minutes in the country. We get into their main street in Ciudad Juarez, and we see like 5 people walking through the roads with machine guns, like just carrying them, you know, not in any sort of police gear, not in any sort of military gear, just random Joes in baggy jeans and a wife beater just walking around with machine guns. We flipped our car around and went right back. We went home. But they pulled our car apart when we went back through. Like, it's like, hey, how long have you been here? It's like, oh, we've been here for 10 minutes. Like, got any money in the vehicle? I was like, we have $30 between the 3 of us. Like, got any drugs in the car? Nope, don't got any of that. It's like, so what was your purpose for visiting Mexico? Honestly, we're just 3 boys from Idaho, and we wanted to say we went to Mexico. So we went across the border, turned around, and came back when we saw the machine guns. So they got a kick out of that, but they weren't going to let us back through. Like, they were going to let me through just fine. Like, I could have just taken my car and left my friends there to fend for themselves. It would have been funny. But they let us through because all 3 of us had Idaho driver's license. My car plates were from Idaho. Like, it was very clear that we had just went across the border, turned around, and came back. Like, but while we were there, we were calling my brother, and I told my brother, So, hey, you know how you told us not to go across the border to Mexico because they were going to give us a hard time getting back? He's like, what did you do? And what's going on? And I'm like, well, we went across the border. None of us have our passports. Can you send me $500 so we can get some hotels while Mom sends us our passports in the mail? And he's like, yeah, let me get my shoes on. I'll run to the bank. Where's your bank account at? I'll deposit money into the account. We'll get you taken care of. And I'm like, oh my gosh, dude, we're pulling your leg. We're already home. Like, we crossed back across the border like 2 hours ago. It was fine. It's the best prank I've ever pulled on my brother. Downside is, if it ever actually happens to me, I'm kind of up a creek without a paddle. Easy Peasy lived in El Paso for 4 years, and it's straight butt cheeks. I believe it. Oh yeah, Smoker, I'm totally running 4 of these things. Cakewalk. We were very nervous about it because, like, I had a race car. I had, well, not exactly a race car, like that's overhyping my car. I had a really long car name. I had a 2010 Nissan Sentra SER Spec V. That sucker had 6 gears. And I capped it out going 126 before the governor just wouldn't let me go any faster. And that was in 5th gear. That wasn't even utilizing the 6th. Oh, Smoker, I will probably surpass Shaman with this hunt. Like, I'm a believer in it now. Oh yeah, Wara's a sketch. You got your braces done in Tijuana? Nice. I hear a lot of people go to Mexico for medical treatment because it's so cheap. But, like, relatively still done well. Yeah, this, Smoker, this 4 Switch Endeavor isn't so that I get it in fewer encounters, it's so I get more encounters in less time. So, like, I'm still fully anticipating this to take forever. I just want it to take less forever. I didn't. There is a TV show called Forever that my wife has me watching, and that's phenomenal. I don't know who the actor is for it, but it's the same guy that played Richard Reed in like the original Fantastic Four movie that came out in 2003. Or somewhere around that time period. It's about a doctor that lived in like the 1800s and found out his dad, a merchant, was selling slaves, so he boards one of the ships and frees the slaves, 300 of them, and the captain of the ship shoots him, and he quote-unquote dies, but instead of dying, he gets reborn in the body of water due to something, and then spends the rest of the series in more of a 1999 to 2010 time period. He can't die, he's immortal. Every time he does die, he just respawns in the nearest body of water. It's pretty interesting. And the whole thing is him dying and like basically taking a notebook of all of the ways to die, pain levels, what it feels like, how it works. Just documents the experience for science. And he becomes an extremely analytical MD or coroner, lead coroner, and just starts solving crimes Sherlock Holmes style with the detectives there. It's actually a pretty good series. Unfortunate part is, for some reason, they discontinued it after one season, so just when it's like starting to develop plot, it ends. Yeah, he basically makes an almanac of death. It's like, you know, getting stabbed in the kidneys is like a 7 out of 10 on the pain scale. Drowning is like the worst way to die. Things like that. Oh, I just barely noticed we made it to 5,600. That's cool. I, like, don't really recall the entirety of the 5,500s. Just went from 1080p to 144p. Bro's over there watching this stream on a Game Boy Advanced. No, that's a Game Boy Color. I am going to order parts to turn my Game Boy Color into a backlit LCD screen, and I'm going to love it. Not that I will ever play it after that point, I just want to have one. Alright, so I have a question. The Eon ticket event unlocks Southern Island in Ruby and Sapphire. You can catch Latios or Latias in your copy of the game as a roaming encounter. What is Mirage Island again? What happens on Mirage Island? Because, like, I think I had combined two pieces of information as a childhood because, like, I was aware that you could go to an island and find the counterpart Pokemon, Latios or Latias, depending on your version of the game. Mew should be Birth Island or Naval Rock, one of the two. Or something like that. Maybe. Because, like, it's not... It's a game... Part of the game that's just, like, randomly encounterable. Let's see. Inhabited by Wild Wynut from level 50 to 5. Apparently there's, like, just Wynut there. Nothing is there. It's just a place, apparently. I always thought Mirage Island was the Eon Island. But I was wrong. Somebody pointed out I should do a Latios Latias hunt in Ruby and Emerald, or Ruby and Sapphire, using the Eon ticket. It does not appear to be the case, Lightning. Yeah, I think you have a little bit of the same thing that I had going on. Like, with the e-reader, you could scan a Eon ticket that would take you to Southern Island, which would let you get the Latios or Latias you couldn't normally obtain in your game. But Mirage Island's saying that it just has Wynot on it, and it's you want to go there for the berry that's found only there. That one was 7,800, so we're looking at like 2,212, I think. A little under 2,200. 2,152, I think. Something like that. No, 2178. 2178. Oh yeah, Lightning, we definitely want to replace stuff. I just barely saw your comment. I don't know why I don't see it on the YouTube chat, but I see it on my other chat. It says you're gonna do the same thing with your Game Boy Advance and maybe replace the shell before. Yeah, definitely do that. Oh, yawn. Faraway Island, that's the one. Yeah, I think it's like a Ho-Oh and Lugia on Naval Rock. Birth Island has Deoxys, Faraway Island has Mew. I have not yet accidentally reset in front of a shiny. I have almost reset in front of a shiny 2 or 3 times, though. Registeel is the most prominent among those. I had pressed the home button, pressed X, and then realized that I had the shiny and had to carefully get back into the game without exiting it. Hey, Shiny Gamer, you have a great night. hour in, we almost have 300 encounters. It goes so much faster when I'm not focusing on watching a baby as well. Well, there's me just wasting a perfectly good encounter because I'm not paying attention. Because I'm trying to figure out, like, what e-reader cards actually did for the Pokemon games. For the most part, nothing. There are some cool tidbits for Pokemon Coliseum, like I was saying earlier in the stream, with it unlocking extra trainers to battle with shadow Pokemon that you can kidnap. I might have to track some of them down. The Eon ticket's going for like 300 bucks on eBay. helps if I press the right buttons. Time to stretch. And break my body at the same time. I think at least a couple sacrifices, I'm sure. I'm sure that's what Darkrai demands for its presence in the shiny form. Get the Beedoops ready, indeed. Although this is third generation, so I feel like to keep to the plot, it would have to be Zigzagoon or Tailo. But perhaps only Bidoof is worthy of the cause. Bidoof transcends all. Well, we don't got that many more encounters. Like, we got 30, 40 minutes tops before I surpass my Shaman hunt. Ironically enough, my elbow's hurting. Probably from holding my arm like this all day, or, you know, the entire time doing this for a few days straight. Because, like, I'm holding my elbows off the ground the entire time. Even though I have armrests, they're just not up quite high enough for this. Is what a Pokemon Sleep thing. Are you talking about that thing? Or the thing I showed on stream earlier for this? If the answer is yes, the answer is yes. That is the Pokemon Sleep thing. Ain't doing anything for Pokemon Sleep today, that's for sure. See if there's any updates to my eBay items. That'll be exciting. Notification. Just a watched item reminder. Hey! Any chance you could make a giveaway of Shinies, Terracon, Virizion, Cobalion? There's a chance that that could happen. Also more likely to wait until Scarlet and Violet makes them legal. and do it there instead, because my personal belief is more people are going to have Scarlet and Violet than Sword and Shield. Given that Cobalion is a Paradox form Pokemon in that game, I suspect highly when the DLC fully comes out, we will be able to transfer a regular version of that Pokemon in there. And by that, also a shiny. Man, my back kind of doesn't feel great. Where's the sound for the game? Two of my capture cards don't seem to want to do sound, which is unfortunate. I mean, they should do sound, I just don't know how to fix it. But yeah, not really relying a lot on game sound. We're vibing the music. Either way, welcome, Splash Bandicoot. You're at 6,800 encounters for Darkrai on a single switch. Most people I've talked to, like, only one person has gotten them in like 2,200 encounters. Everybody's been like 6 and above. Like, most people have been over 10,000 encounters, it seems, which is very disheartening for this Pokemon. I mean, this is well on its way to becoming my longest shiny hunt yet, so that's cool. Quite a few. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I got a lot. Definitely more than 12. That's just what I've hunted. In Pokemon Home, legit, shiny, legendaries, I probably got like another 25, I want to say. Kells, welcome. Hey, it's kind of late, or maybe it's early, I don't know. I am going to hunt Giratina next. I like the positivity there, though. I definitely want to get this Pokemon today, for sure. And if we can make that happen, I'm here for it. I am going to be hunting Giratina next, if I didn't vocalize that, because like I definitely thought it. I just don't know if I verbalized that thought. Let's see, filter. Apparently I can't just type shiny. Okay, cool. I got 1, 2, 3. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. 32, 31. I got 31 legit shiny legendaries and mythicals. After Darkrai, I'm doing Giratina and then Arceus. I'm excited for the, oh, yeah, I do have 32 because I have a shiny Giratina on my copy of Pokemon Platinum. I'm going to be doing Giratina next and finishing with Arceus. But I have a total of 220 24 shinies in my Pokemon home. Of course, most of them are duplicates, and a lot of them I need to transfer over from Pokemon Go as well. I probably got like 40 in there. I also feel like I didn't increment up for that encounter, but I don't want to go back and check. Gengar. I wish I could find a replacement Gengar hat. Oh, that one is not finalized. We're just gonna get back into all of those. Would have been funny if that one was the shiny. Yeah, one of my friends bought me my original Gengar hat. I was able to find this one when that hat bit the dust. And this hat's getting kind of ratchety. Gengar is definitely one of my favorite Pokemon. Like, overall, I think Swampert's my favorite, but I like Gengar, Aegislash, Scolipede. Great Pokemon. Dark Woo just subscribed, thank you. Gengar, Absol, Roselia, and Umbreon? Not a bad pick. That's a good lineup. Because Roselia's shiny is Black Roses, and it's legit. She carried you in the OG Diamond and Pearl games? Well, naturally, because like you had to choose Chimchar as your starter because because then you wouldn't have a fire type if you didn't. So you needed a grass type to fill in for Turtwig, so naturally Roselia would have to fulfill that role because you didn't get Carnivine until much later in the game. I'm gonna get a Twinkie. Helps if I press the right button. X does not work. I think on my OG playthrough of Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, I'm pretty sure I chose Chimchar and then Piplup. I mean, let's be honest. What I've done since the beginning of any Pokemon game really is I will choose my main game. I will get the starter that I want on that game. And on my secondary game, I would choose the other two starters. Like, I would create a save file, go to the point where I could trade my main profile, one of the starters, and then do it again, resetting the alternate, trading over the third starter to the main game, so that I'd have all three with my first playthrough. But I definitely favored Chimchar. I actually haven't done any Nuzlocks. I'm hoping to soon. But I'm so preoccupied with shiny hunting for my streams that I haven't really explored Nuzlocke. Going to stay until 600k or 6,000. Gotcha. We'll see if I make it that far today. My intent was to stay up until 1 p.m., but I may make it 2 just because that's going to end us at that nice 6k. Even numbers are really great. Radio set to 12. Temperature set to 57. No. We all have those random numbers that we just love. Thermostat always on an even number. A Legend style game would be really cool. I think the main region that would excel with a Legend style remake would be Unova, though. Like, Johto could pull it off, but I feel like Unova is the logical next iteration. I know you're out there. You can't hide. Calling the shiny at 6112. It could happen. I don't know if it'll happen tonight, but it could happen. Like, 2's the absolute latest I can stay up, because I got work tomorrow morning. Maybe 3 if I really want to be dead tomorrow. But I need to be responsible. Like, that's an hour and 10 minutes away. I will be able to get through 200 encounters in that time. So I would need another, like, at least 20 minutes to get to that number. adulting sucks. Your work week's over. Luckily, I only have to work 4 hours tomorrow. That's why it's like if I'm a little dead for work, it's not the end of the world. I just have to survive 4 hours, and then I can come home, take a nap, and then proceed with the day. And then do the same thing tomorrow night if I find it or don't find it. Like, I will probably do another late night tomorrow night. Ooh, that was a good nip up. Love that. Alright, guys. As soon as I hit A on these, Darkrai will become my longest shiny hunt officially. Oh wait, nope, never mind. I'm like 2,000 away. What am I smoking? I don't freaking know. I thought it was a lot more epic than it is. Shaman was 7,800. This one's going to beat my Dialga one. Second longest hunt. Yeah. 7814. I got 2,002 left. I thought that was going to be epic, but no, it's not. Lame. Pokemon Darkrai used Confusion and it was super effective. Which Pokemon are shiny locked in BDSP? I feel like it's only Mew and Jirachi. And Deoxys by default because it's not in the game. Alright, it's officially my second longest hunt at 5,821. Yep, you can finally shiny hunt legends that aren't shiny locked. I mean, Sword and Shield you could as well, with the DLC, of course. Yeah. Doing the Dynamax raids. I don't know, I liked going around getting the Reggies. I still need to go back and get the Swords of Justice in shiny form. For the roaming legendaries, or, you know, the ones that are floating around. I don't either. Like, just give them to us. Like, we bought the game. What more do you want from us? The better question for me is not why Pokemon shiny locks legends, which, I mean, they shouldn't, but, like, why shiny lock mythicals? Keldeo and Hoopa still do not have an official shiny distribution. Neither does Victini. They are very rare in that. Okie Tyler. Welcome. It is indeed going to be epic when I finally find this sucker. I hope today is that day. The sooner I find it, the sooner I can do the BDSP giveaway for shiny Darkrai's. This is my favorite song on the soundtrack. Well, second favorite song. I really enjoy the Tin Tower bop. This one's second favorite. Hmm? Realistically, I should be streaming in the like 7 to 9 a.m. time frame. That's where I found my shinies for BDSP. Both Darkrai, Palkia, and Dialga were all found early morning. Cresselia too, actually. Oh, 5,900. We got time to get another 100 in there. For sure. Barely, but we got it. Leo the King is back. Welcome. It's probably just a nice evening time for you right now, given that normally when I stream you're going to bed. Right on, right on. It's like 1 in the morning for me. I'll probably be going to bed sometime in the next 42 minutes. Or earlier if I find the shiny. Yeah, I'm gonna be playing Pokemon Go Global Fest here. I just gotta spoof my phone to New York tomorrow to have a better experience. Yeah, I originally bought the Pokemon Go ticket thinking that it was for a shiny Diancie, only to find out it was a regular one. Mega sad. You bought it too? Nice. It should be fun. Be able to participate in that, get a Deontay. I'm after a Kyogre. Yeah, my stream's a little bit boring this evening, or this night, because, yeah, it's really late. I'm kind of dead. That's okay, though. I'm having a good time. Of course, I'd be having a better time if that was shiny, but... It's in 40 minutes in Europe? Oh, okay, I gotcha. Best of luck to you then. Wow. Yawn. So I'll basically be ending my stream right as you're going to be able to be participating in the Pokemon Go community. That's cool. Yeah, I hope I find it before 6K too, but something tells me I'm not going to. I'm not going to. We'll see though. At this point, I'm kind of like, if it happens, great. If not, I'm kind of okay with it. Like, I would prefer to find it now, but if this becomes my longest shiny hunt ever, I'm not going to be upset about that. Like, realistically, I haven't found a shiny in the 6,000 encounter range, so, like, doing that could be cool. I feel like I'm able to do 400 encounters a day, usually, so... I don't know. It's not terrible anymore now that that's the thing. Before, when I was only able to do 100 encounters every 2 hours, that really bothered me. But now that I can do 400 in 2 hours, I'm kind of okay with the hunt taking a little bit longer. Hi, Mitzi, welcome. Base odds is 1 in every 4,096. We're a little past full odds. Just a little bit. Shoot, another 108 encounters, and we're at 1.5 times the odds. You still gotta get the exclusive for Let's Go Eevee. Could be a challenge. Not many people play that game anymore. It's like if you can hold out until I get some shiny hunts done, I am planning on doing a Let's Go Pikachu Eevee rehash. That's one of the first games I ever streamed on my channel. I'm gonna redo it. Hoping that'll be some fun. I even bought the Pokeball Plus, or I guess the Pokeball controller. That was a pretty penny on eBay, but they claim the Mew's still inside, so we're gonna validate that claim. What's my expected encounter? At this point, over 10,000. My desired encounter was like 6,000 encounters ago, though. Honestly, I think this Darkrai is going to be the Pokemon that tips my record over 10,000. I thought for sure it was going to be in the 3,000 range. Now I'm kind of vibing with the 6,000 range. But I also am expecting it to exceed my Shaman hunt, which was 7,800, so we'll see what happens. Ooh, that was a good back pop. My air conditioner's definitely working. That would be ironic. $8,000 or $7,000. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest though, despite how long this one's taken me, I still don't hate it as much as Shaman. Shaman was just mentally exhausting. This one's bearable. What's the time sync on this? Oh gosh. Probably at least 40 hours. I wasn't always using 4 switches. I did about 500 encounters with 1 switch, and then at 1500 encounters I bumped up to 4 switches. So yeah, it's I have a good amount of time invested in this. Like, I know for a fact there are at least 10 streams that I've done for this in the last 2 weeks. And I feel like I've done more streams than that, and they're at least 2 hours apiece. So I'm guessing 40, but I can confidently say 30. Hey, Sarah, welcome. Yeah, we're getting some non-regulars, which is great. We like that. That's what happens when I stream at different times. Make it more accessible for peeps the world around. And Angles is currently grinding on RPG games. That's awesome. We like those. You completed the decks in Violet yesterday. That's a good accomplishment. Oh, get that one going. You expect to hustle. Nice, thanks. I just barely saw that message. As it's almost 2 in the morning for me, my awareness isn't at peak right now. I just figured a late night stream on Friday and Saturday, in conjunction with a Sunday day stream, is going to be my best bet to get a large number of encounters done quickly. Oh, how'd that go, Angles? If I remember correctly, that Taurus isn't the most distinguished shiny ever. At least you didn't shiny hunt a 4 Taurus. That would be not fun. Well, we've officially hit 6,000. And we got like 17 minutes left on the stream. Sarah's hunting for shiny Charmander. Best of luck. That would be egg method, I presume. Which, you know, has way better odds. Except for the fact that it's a fire starter. 6112. It very possibly could be Splash. We will find out. Hey, Elijah, welcome. Yeah, I remember that name. Shiny Hunt's going okay. I mean, it's obviously not super great because, you know, it's still going. I think the way to gauge how well a Shiny Hunt is going is if it's still going. But, no, it's, I mean, nowhere near as bad as the Shaman Hunt I've been talking about. Like, that one was just excruciating. This one, it's doable. It's entertaining being able to hunt with 4 switches. Seeing the counter go up faster definitely helps mentally. My first gen that I actually started shiny hunting in earnest in was actually Generation 8 with Sword and Shield. It's also the first generation where I actually found a shiny during regular gameplay in 2 of my playthroughs without hunting for them either. So, with the Crown Tundra DLC, that was actually when I first got into shiny hunting. Just tried it out for a stream once and got addicted to it. So, I was actually one of the first 3 people in the world to document finding said shiny Regigigas and giving everybody hope. And that's actually how my channel got even remotely on a map, is people saw me confirm that it was possible. One person posted on Twitter, another person was rumored to have posted on Twitter, but I'm the first person that posted a video finding it on YouTube, so that was fun. Hey, Blue Thunder, welcome. Hello there. And Elijah says, Pokemon Violet was your very first shiny Pokemon ever encountered. That's awesome. Oh, the being one of the first 3 people documenting that Regigigas was not shiny locked, because like when I found it, we didn't know. Like, I was able to find that information like before Kurt even data mined the game, if I remember correctly. So like, not even the hackers knew it was possible. You know, aside from just general guessing based on some code that was seen. Oh yeah, it was absolutely nuts. I mean, it didn't do crazy good because at the time I had like a grand total of 200 subscribers. So like, I mean, it didn't pop off in the YouTube recommended tab by any means, but it was pretty good. Yeah, it only got like 9.3 thousand views, so 9,300 views. Actually, I got that one pretty quickly. Let's see. That one was 1,178 encounters. So it wasn't like too big of a time investment before finding it. Oh yeah, definitely. Like, I pride myself anytime I'm able to get a video out before another content creator, because there's so many doing it these days. That, like, doing something first is, like, such a huge pat on the back. My longest shiny hunt is Shaman. I thought I was going to surpass it today, but I had Dialga and Shaman mixed up. Shaman was 7,814 encounters, so I'm only like 1,800 away from breaking that record right now. I'm hoping I don't have to do that though. And if I must break that record, it's my hope that I hit 10,000. Like, if I have to go above 7,800 for this encounter, like, I at least want it to be cool and hit 10,000. So, like, no, I don't want to take 10,000 encounters to find it or more. But at the point where I reach Shaman, it's like, yeah, might as well make it the one that breaches 10k. Every shiny hunter's got to have that one hunt that's just absurd. Oh, that one's not playing nice. Got a shiny Hoppip in Violet after the first encounter. Hey, there you go. Somebody was telling me in my Discord server, or maybe it was a stream the other day, they ran away from the forced Lechonk encounter, and then right after they got out of that, they got surprised by a shiny Lechonk sitting right in front of them. So it definitely happens. It will be a future giveaway, but like in the distant future. That one will kind of be played by ear. I have a goal to redo the Mythicals when the channel reaches 25,000 subscribers. At the current growth trajectory, we're looking at like May of hitting that goal. Could be sooner. In fact, it could be in April if we continue that 1,000 subscriber growth each month. So definitely something that can be on the horizon. So, I mean, if y'all got friends that aren't subscribed to the channel or don't watch or participate in the giveaways and whatnot, invite them on over, have them subscribe, get all that number up there, and channel growth and prosperity, all that fun stuff, and it'll happen faster, basically. I equate the subscribers and potential views for these videos to the ability to help that many people. So when I think about redoing a giveaway I've done in the last 4 months, I think, well, I had, 12,000 subscribers when I did that giveaway, or 13,000, whatever, and it still only reached 7,000 people. That means there's roughly 7,000 people of my own subscribers that didn't need it. So how is that going to, one, be needed on the channel, or by extension get spread around YouTube for other people to find it and get utilization out of it? So I figure if I'm able to grow by 10,000 subscribers from the last time that I did that video, roughly, that's another 10,000 people to pull from that the giveaway could potentially benefit at that point. I think a lot of people still play Scarlet or Pokemon Legends Arceus. I get a lot of questions about that one. A lot of people still commenting that they're hunting shinies in that game, because it is still pretty easy to get shinies in that game. Some are a little bit more difficult than others, and it's just a great game. I think that game's going to stick around and stay relevant for a minute. And Crimson Aqua, no, I have not transitioned to a full-time YouTuber yet. Based on what my ad revenue is able to do right now and how dependent my channel is upon giveaways on the Switch itself as a console, I don't know if I will be able to do it in the next 3 years, because I need to see what the new system is going to do to my channel. When Nintendo eventually does do one, it's got to be moddable. I got to be able to maintain giveaways on the channel, because that's where most of the fan base comes from and the reason why they're here. I also need to, taking all of that into account, if that all works smoothly, the income that my channel receives right now, in order for me to comfortably take a step into the YouTube full-time domain, I need to at the very least double what my channel is currently outputting, if not triple it, due to accounting for insurance and taxes. Like, if I could double what my channel brings in each month, I would barely be able to afford basic bills. Outside of that, there would be no savings, no future projects on the channel. It would just strictly be bills are getting paid. And even then, my wife would still have to be working. I'm gonna double check all of those just to make sure I didn't miss anything. Okay. But if I can get double or triple what my channel is currently able to output, I would comfortably be able to go to YouTube full time, which would in turn create more time to do videos, better videos, wider variety of videos, and catch a wider net of people that doesn't make the channel so dependent upon giveaways for content. Oh yeah, that Ditto giveaway, we were at like, I believe when Ditto giveaway started, we were at 8,000 subscribers, and I've doubled it. I've doubled my channel in a year, which is crazy because I doubled it the year before, and I doubled it the year before that. So it was like 100, then it went to 300, then it went to 600, then it went to 1,000, 5,000, 10,000, and this year we should be finishing out at 20,000. In regards to the ability to become a full-time YouTuber, I think what's going to help with that is some business ventures that I have that I want to start on my own. I want to do like a soda shop, basically. Those are really popular in my area. Um, Basically, you order your soda, you get Dr. Pepper, Coca-Cola, and you can put those different flavored syrups in them, and they'll make it for you. They usually sell for about like $3.50 for a 44 ounce. I would like to start one of those and run it as the owner, so that I can have a manager if need be, but 2 employees, 3 employees that work it throughout the day, and have that as my primary source of income, but yet also technically do YouTube full-time at that point, with a business generating money for me. Problem is, I need to get a lot of capital really quickly to do that, and I'm not sure how to do that exactly. I need to come up with about $10,000 to do this venture, but I also can't take out of my house savings that I'm doing, so the savings for that is basically going to be whatever this YouTube channel brings in for the next year, and I get to hope that that's going to be enough to get the ball rolling on some of my ideas here. So, I mean, being perfectly candid and honest here, a thought that has crossed my mind is appealing to the subscribers of the channel. I do know there is a lot of generosity on this channel for people who have supported me in getting the bots out and continue to support the giveaways and all of that. There's a huge part of me that's thought about crowdfunding and be like, hey, like, here's my PayPal. Like, if you guys donate like $5, like, and I get a tenth of you guys to do that, that would be enough to do it. Like, that would satisfy the down payment on a loan for this idea. And I don't know how I feel about actually doing that. I don't like asking for money. Never really have on the channel. I mean, a little bit here and there is like, hey, we have a goal for, you know, $100 to get this next bot. I'm buying the rest of it, whatever. That's happened, but on that kind of a scale, I'm not sure. But if I could get like one good sponsorship from a company, that would also do it. So kind of got to see what's going on. That's why I do look for sponsorship opportunities on the channel, is like, hey, if that's able to be done and the channel can grow large enough that I can get a decent sponsorship opportunity, I think that would be phenomenal. Yes, Elijah, you got the idea. Time to get brass sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. Because I do have also a bet running with one of my friends. Not really a bet, but it was kind of a race. They since opted out of the race, but the race was, we were both doing YouTube at the time, and it's the first one to get sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends is the true YouTuber in the group. Because Raid Shadow Legends sponsors everybody. Like, you're not a YouTuber until that happens, in my opinion. So that's a goal I do have, like a joking goal, but it's also a serious goal as well. Like, I want to get that just for the clout, just to say I did it. And Raids isn't a terrible game by any means. Like, I've tinkered with it a little bit. It's, as far as mobile games goes, it's pretty alright. Like, I think I'm going to be able to save through YouTube and part of my personal income from my job. I think I'm going to be able to save $1,000 this month for that project. I would have been able to probably save a little bit more, but I got some projects that I'm trying to get done for the YouTube channel, like getting a lot of the Agato Celebi, getting a lot of the basically I want to be able to get some shiny Pokemon that are really, really hard to obtain. Like, I got a GameCube for the Jirachi hunt that I'm trying to do, so I can get my own shiny Jirachi that'll be unique to my channel. I bought another GameCube from the Japan region that will allow me to get the Agato Celebi that'll be unique to my channel for a giveaway. I am looking at a few different options for the Eon ticket for shiny Latios Latias, having them shiny hunted, having Mew shiny hunted, and having Deoxys shiny hunted, all on Generation 3 for unique giveaways to my channel specifically. Oh yeah, definitely going to be doing some shorts, and I'm trying to figure out how I can orient this video into a short format, given that I take up a corner of every other video screen, and I don't think it will look the best, and you have to cut and shrink the video down, so I gotta figure out how I'm going to do that effectively for a short. But yeah, absolutely, I want to create some more shorts to do that. I want to start doing Pokemon random fact videos, Pokemon region creation. Like, I want to create my own Pokemon region, but I need a 3D artist to do that. Yeah, commentary edited one. Could do that. +6,000 encounters. Later, I did it. Or should it be the very, very obviously robotic text read by a robot? 6,000 encounters. Later, I did it. I caught a shiny Darkrai. Here's how it went. What game would I like to see announced next? I want a remake of the Unova region so bad. Not just because I think it's my second favorite region ever, but because all 16 of the missing Pokemon that are available on the Switch are from the Unova region. And I am a firm believer that as soon as we get a Unova remake, that I think they will make the Pokemon all available in each of the games through a update. Not that you'll be able to find them there, but I think they'll make it so that there is the national dex once more, once they've sold all of the copies of the games for you, like that they could possibly sell for the Switch. I find it absurd that they are barred from specific games when the games all use the same technology. They all use the same, not the same move pools exactly, but you know, like, it just takes a simple update. Add the Pokemon into each game. All of them. They're all already in home. It doesn't take much to copy and paste Pokemon data. I think that once the Unova region is remade on the Switch, that we will get that experience. Oh, Felix, we are still on Darkrai. Darkrai indeed. We've been on Darkrai so long that I just might cry. Yeah. So, like, I believe Gen 5 and 6 need remade on the Switch just because the Switch is so close, or the Kalos region is bordered with Paldea. Like, I feel it would be a huge injustice to not remake Kalos at this point. That having been said, the next remake up on the docket is technically Generation 5. Oh, and it probably will. Yeah, the selection just makes zero sense. Short for a shiny Poltergeist? Yes, yes, yes. Indeed. I am hopeful that the DLC will provide a wealth of content, just like the DLC for Sword and Shield did for me. That's actually when I first really started getting into YouTubing with informative videos. I was able to get quite a bit of success out of tutorials for all of the digging maw locations and the best route to take to hit all of them in a timely manner. Check if she was there, all that fun stuff. Like, yeah, videos like that were fantastic. Alright, Splash, we're coming up on your prediction here. You better be right, dude. I stayed up late for this. I am definitely going to hate myself in the morning for doing this, but I think it's been fun. It's been rewarding in its own right. We dang near got 1,000 encounters out today, so like, yeah, even still, it's kind of tempting just to stay up for an extra hour and say, yeah, we did a solid 1,000 encounters in one day. Like, that would be legit. I would love to say that. But we've been streaming nearly 3.5 hours at this point. Oh, right on, Elijah. I wish you the best of luck in it. It's a lot of fun to be able to do. It's definitely a lot of work. And honestly, some of it's luck-based. Getting your video seen at the right time. Alright. 61, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Nine, 10, 11, 12. No dice. No dice, Splash. I also want to start covering, like, glitches. I'm definitely going to be doing that Mew glitch. That's for sure. They're fun. Okay, this one is going to be the last set, so this will determine if we're back at it tomorrow. And it looks like we will be. 6116. That's a great number to stop on. Yeah, I do need to go to bed so I can have a chance of waking up semi-functionable for work tomorrow. But thank you guys for having an awesome stream, hanging out with me, making the last hour and a half a good one. Really, the whole stream was great, but I'll catch you guys probably tomorrow around the same